The next activity you have is it's for tougher concepts. It's the same thing you're doing, but for concepts like happiness, excitement, thrill, something that is not that visible. Like if this is a glass is visible. Happiness is something you feel. It's not something that you can measure. So that's why we call it less tangible, less measurable. So for example, happiness, what it does when it is used, uska function kya hai? What is the function of happiness? So you feel it when something good happens, like achieving a goal or spending time with friends. That's when you feel happy. That is what we have to answer. Second, what does it look like? What does it feel like? It feels warm, light, and makes your face smile. Sometimes your heart feels full. That's how you feel like when you're happy. तो अब आपको वो आंसर करना है, ये नहीं कि हैप्पीनेस अपने आप में क्या फील करती है, नहीं. How do you feel when you're happy? That's what you have to answer. What does happiness do for you? Or like, when do you feel happy? When do you get that? वो function क्या है? When do you feel happiness? Right? That's the question you're answering. And what is it similar to? What is happiness similar to? अब हमें एक similarity दिखानी है happiness की without saying happiness. How do you compare this feeling to something else? Like here you can say it is like sunshine on a cloudy day. तो देख रहे हो, जब एक सनशाइन आता है क्लाउडी डे पे, हमें वो सेम हैप्पीनेस फील होती है. तो उस फीलिंग का कंपैरिजन करना है. ग्लास के केस में हम उसके फंक्शन का कंपैरिजन कर रहे थे, एक कंटेनर का दूसरे कंटेनर्स के साथ. टैंजिबल, लेस टैंजिबल कॉन्सेप्ट्स में, जो थोड़े टफर कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं, एक्साइटमेंट, जेलसी, इन कॉन्सेप्ट्स में आपको उस फीलिंग का कंपैरिजन देना है किसी और चीज के साथ जो आपको सेम फीलिंग देती है. फॉर एग्जांपल, समवन बीइंग विद देयर फैमिली गिव्स देम हैप्पीनेस, सो यू कैन से दैट एज वेल. समवन पासिंग देयर एग्जाम्स एंड टॉपिंग the entire class, coming as a topper of the entire school, maybe they feel happiness in that moment. Someone was just too scared to fail, but they just passed with passing marks, like 40 out of 100, they got that score and they feel happy. Even that person can feel happiness similar to that person just in top करिए class. This is what we need to understand. हमें और भी एग्जाम्पल दिए गए हैं, फटाफट जाके बाकी एग्जाम्पल चेक करिए. सेम एक्टिविटी आपको करनी है नीचे दिए गए ऑब्जेक्ट्स की. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बीइंग इंटेंशनल, सो यू हैव टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन कि ये कब फील होता है, कैसा कैसा फील होता है when we are saying being intentional. What does it mean for you? So you have to describe that. Second, आपको क्वेश्चन आंसर करना है यहाँ पे, what does it feel like? जैसे हमने ऊपर हैप्पीनेस का आंसर किया था कि feel like, it feels warm, it feels light. Happiness feels light, right? So being intentional, what does that feel like? It feels like you're being very specific, कि आपका एक aim है, you're aiming for something. That's what being intentional means. That's what it means. So basically, the first question is you describe what it does. Second, you explain the concept. Being intentional, what does it actually mean? Third is, what is it similar to? तो यहाँ पे हम एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं that being intentional is very similar to when you're हम एक क्लास वाला सेम एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं. You're going to pass the exam and you're going to get more than 90 marks out of 100. You're being very intentional about that, and what you're going to do about it, you're going to study very hard to get that done. That is being intentional, and that's what it's similar to. It's similar to that. When we say being intentional का similar क्या है, that you are studying very hard, ये है intentional का similarity. When we say someone is studying very hard day and night, they are being intentional. समझ रहे हो? Without saying being intentional, how can I say someone is being intentional? तो मैं उसका एक एग्जांपल देना है, कंपैरिजन, एक सिमिलैरिटी देनी है, ये मतलब होता है. ये आपकी सेकंड एक्टिविटी है. अगेन यहाँ पे मैं 50 डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स का करना है. यहाँ पे आप चेक करोगे, एक एक कॉन्सेप्ट का हमें 3 क्वेश्चन आंसर करने हैं. यू गॉट इट? कोई भी क्वेश्चन होगा, कुछ भी समझना है, मेरे को डीएम करो, मैसेज करो, व्हाट्सएप करो, लेट मी नो, आई विल हेल्प यू, आई विल आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस. गुड जॉब गाइस, बहुत अच्छा करो, सब करते रहो.